Hi, it's Katie here for a short bonus episode to ask for your questions. What are the hot topics and burning questions on your mind? Asking questions is the core of the topics I talk about here on the podcast and in my work. So, what questions do you have for me? That's going to be the focus of the last Chain of Learning episode for 2024, an Ask Me Anything episode, where I'm going to be responding to your questions. I'll be choosing a few of your questions to feature and respond to for the last episode of the year, and I'm collecting your questions through the end of November. So I need your questions. Ask me anything, really. You can submit your questions to me at chainoflearning.com/ask. What's on your mind? What's your biggest challenge that you're working on right now? What are some of the things you're trying to figure out about how you can grow in your leadership and make an even greater impact? Is it getting buy-in from your team or leaders? Is it breaking the telling habit? Is it managing the overwhelm of trying to do it all and moving from the doer to a change catalyst? What's a question on your mind about something maybe mentioned in a previous episode and how you're trying to apply it? Like from episode 20 with Brad Toussaint about how to effectively coach executives, or from episode 14 with Betsy Jordan about how to leverage politics effectively and get buy-in, or from episode 3 with Carol Dweck about the connection between a growth mindset and a continuous improvement culture. It could even be a behind the scenes question about what are some of the stories that I've had from the process of collaborating with Toyota leader Isao Yoshino to write Learning to Lead, Leading to Learn. Or maybe what's one of the biggest challenges or learnings for me professionally this past year. Anything is on the table. So submit your questions for me this month. I'll respond to some of them on the last podcast episode of the year. And your questions are going to help make sure that I'm shaping the content on this podcast that's best addressing what you want to learn and hear about. I'm creating some pull from you here. So submit your questions. You can write them down, or even better, record a short audio or video of you asking the question, and we can include that in the episode if we choose your question. Submit your questions by the end of November for the Ask Me Anything episode. Go to chainoflearning.com/ask to share your questions with me. Again, that's chainoflearning.com/ask. We'll also put the link in the show notes. Thanks for being a link in my chain of learning. Be sure to follow the podcast so you don't miss an episode, and go and submit your questions today. chainoflearning.com/ask. I can't wait to hear what's on your mind. Have a great day.